Our future depends on a power cable, the silent crisis of modern society. Imagine this: you wake up one morning and nothing works. No lights, no internet, no ATMs, no running water. Just silence. Modern life has suddenly come to a halt. Could this really happen? Yes, and it's much closer than you think. Humanity has climbed from the Stone Age to the age of skyscrapers through millennia of struggle. We have rockets capable of reaching Mars, and communication networks that connect every corner of the globe in seconds. All of this shows just how far we've come in terms of technology, science, and global cooperation. But we must not forget one crucial fact. The operation, survival, and continuation of this massive system depends on something invisible. A power cable. Yes, just a cable. Today's world is almost entirely built on electric energy. From the light bulb in our homes to the intensive care units in hospitals. From airplanes taking off to the protection of our bank accounts, everything runs on electricity. Electricity is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. And this necessity also exposes our vulnerability. In the past, destroying a civilization required war, armies, sieges, years of conflict. Today, just a few lines of malicious code, a cyber attack, can plunge a city into darkness, silence hospitals, crash banking systems, and cause mass chaos. Isn't it alarming that such an advanced society depends on such a fragile point? What happens without electricity? Water pumps stop working. That doesn't just mean no water from the tap. It means cities without water, collapsed sanitation systems, and the spread of disease. The food supply chain breaks down. Processing, packaging, transportation, refrigeration of crops all depend on electricity. A power outage can empty store shelves. Banks, ATMs, internet connections all stop functioning. Now imagine trying to live on cash alone. Seems impossible, doesn't it? And the internet, it's become one of our lifelines, not just a source of entertainment, but our bridge to information, education, healthcare, and employment. But without electricity, there is no internet. In fact, every part of modern life is connected by an invisible but omnipresent network. If that network collapses, everything collapses in a chain reaction. Throughout history, there have been countless energy-related incidents, and every single one has reminded us of the same thing. Systems are far more fragile than we think. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 showed what happens when a nuclear plant goes out of control. The Texas energy crisis in 2021 proved how even a few days of cold weather could bring an electric grid to its knees. In 2003, a massive blackout in North America left millions in the dark. These weren't just technical malfunctions. They were warnings. Most people, when they hear energy crisis, only think of gas prices or natural gas hikes. But it's much bigger than that. When the power goes out, it's not just the lights that go off. Modern life stops. So what's the solution? The answer isn't just in technology. We need a transformation in how we think. Local energy production is crucial, generating electricity where it's used. With microgrids, neighborhoods can generate and store their own power. Renewable sources like solar and wind can support these systems. But that's not enough. The real solution lies in changing our consumption habits. All over the world today, millions of devices are consuming electricity unnecessarily. We leave lights on. We keep inefficient data centers running. We forget that staying constantly online creates a massive energy demand. But a more efficient, simpler life is possible. And here's what we must remember. No matter how advanced a plane is, if it runs out of fuel, it's nothing more than a metal shell gliding through the air. Right now, we are in that plane. We're staring at the dashboard, and the fuel gauge is slowly dipping into red. Maybe we haven't crashed yet, but our fuel is limited, and we don't have much time left to change course.